Hello. So today I'm coming to talk about lesson two. And lesson two, I learned from one of my mentors, Kate Stillman. Most weeks, I have the pleasure of speaking with women who are making serious decisions about their health and whether or not they want to invest in themselves at the next level and really go after what it is that they want. And I also hear in those same conversations multitude of excuses around time and around money. But each of these women really want the results that my programs offer, but they're not enrolling because of time and money. But I help people make these major decisions in their life. I help people take their health to the next level if that's what they truly desire. So lesson two is invest in yourself and what you want to become, regardless of the money, regardless of the timing. And I'm not saying go ahead and spend millions of dollars and not to take into account, but thinking about, will you really get a return on your investment? And I learned that if decisions weren't so big, they would be easier to make. Think about the decisions that cause you to take a pause and really think. So some of these decisions can scare the pants off of you and leave that sinking feeling in your gut. Some of these can really turn your world upside down and bring you out of your comfort zone. And I always say, if we're not moving out of our comfort zone, then we're not on a growth path. And if they don't create that feeling that they're not a big decision, then they're just a logical next step. So what are big decisions? Well, firstly, a big decision is that it's a stretch for you financially. And so you probably haven't invested like this in yourself in the past. And so think about like how you currently spend your money, maybe on vacations, maybe on special foods, maybe on cars, maybe on second homes, maybe on decorating your home, maybe boutique trainers or dining out a lot, expensive wines. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe there's some other things on that list you'd like to add. But then I'd like to ask you, are these investments aligned with your vision of how you want to feel in your body and your mind and your spirit, and what it is you really want in your life, and how you want to feel in your body? And does this way of investing make you feel uncomfortable? And then the other thing is this decision a stretch for your time? You think you don't have a lot of time with everything else that's going on in your life. Your life is so full, full, full. You have a really hectic schedule. And the question is, how could you fit anything else in? How could you fit this in? But we're making these decisions from our current self. And the question is, or rather, not really a question, but rather, right now, you are where you are because of your current habits and your current structures. So just think back about what you want. Think about how you want to feel, how you want to be in your body, your mind, your spirit. And if you want that new version of yourself, then you have to change habits, you have to change structure, and you have to change your relationship with time and with money. So let's think about that. So that investment decision has to be made from your future self, not necessarily from your current self, because this new way of investing is going to make you feel uncomfortable and experience kind of that sinking feeling in your stomach, or that uneasy feeling in your stomach. And I learned that if you want something and you don't have, you're going to kind of have to feel that way, that feel of discomfort, to help you commit. Because you have to think about what your true desire is. What is your future self truly desiring? And what your future self wants. So if you currently don't have health, don't have enlightenment, you don't have what it is you want, then you may need to make that decision from what you truly desire. Invest in yourself at the next level. Now, your ego is a different thing. Your ego is going to really want you to play small and safe, because the investment in yourself will force you to release that smaller and older version of yourself. Your ego wants you to stay small. Your ego wants to sabotage you. But when you invest in yourself in a new way, things will change. If you're going to invest in yourself, you have to ask a couple of questions. Will the program, will the trainer, will the coach deliver the promises that they say that they're going to deliver? And will it actually be a stretch for you? Because if there's no stretch, you're not going to grow. Because at the end of the program, if you are being stretched, then you will not be the same for the better. And the coach needs to know if you're serious about committing time and money. And so they want to know that you're not just going to dip your toe in the water to get the result you want. And by having a little bit of a stretch in time, a little bit of stretch in money, this ensures this. The investment has to be scary enough that you will put your full attention forward. So many years I spent bad diets, bad pills, bad supplements, bad programs, and they were just simply Band-Aids. And imagine where I would be years ago if I knew what I knew now. So I just want to share this information with you because it is a lesson learned. The last time I spent money on myself and invested personally and professionally, I spent $16,000. And I had all of these same feelings that I'm outlining to you before I committed to this program. But I knew that others had achieved amazing results personally and financially and professionally. And I also knew that it was scary, but I knew that by putting that money down, that I was going to have to make the time for this, the effort, and that at the end, I would have the desired results that I wanted, and that I would be fully committed to show up and do the work. So you have two choices. You can make the decision and follow your ego and stay where you are. Stay small, stay safe, and stay in the familiar. Or you can take a leap. You can take a leap and shift into a new level of you, a new level of wellness, a new level of health, and take those precious assets that you have, time and money, and invest them in you. I know I've said this before, but Warren Buffett always says the best investment you can make is in yourself. And so I have seen my clients who've invested themselves get the results that they want. And initially they say, I'm not sure if I have the time, I'm not sure I have the money, but I can help you find the money if you're willing to commit to the process. But once they find that money, once they go about finding it and align with what they really want, they commit the time and the effort so that they become their next version, best version of themselves. So I encourage you to check out my 10 Habits to Thrive course. We're enrolling for our next round, which is in May, and would love to have you on board. So I'm going to put the link below where you can go ahead and schedule a call with me, a one-on-one, and we can start to have the conversation so that you can become the next version of you. Thanks for joining me today.